Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got LeBron James. Jokic is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Curry. And it's Harden in at the 2. And for Boston, they've got Embiid. Antetokounmpo is out there with Durant. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. And looking at tonight's teams, RJ, they have rosters filled with veteran players.
I was on a few teams like this, Kevin, and it's just great for the locker room. Guys are usually willing to accept their roles and understand how to win.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the 3. Celtics on offense. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him, and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Curry attacking the pass to Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Doncic. To the middle. He's looking for Giannis and finds him.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, you... Think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the 76ers. Doncic with the bucket.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's LeBron. Can't hit that one. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Feeds it to Embiid. Good defense by Jokic.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Wembanyama, right side. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by LeBron. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boston ball.
Harden against Doncic. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Ahead. Here's Curry. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. That shot is off. The 76ers trail by 3. Curry outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Curry is just
3 points.
lethal from outside.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Celtics. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Harden kicks to Jokic. Pass to Curry. Dishes to LeBron. Wembanyama looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. He can't hit that time. For Boston, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Almost, but it rolls out.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Harden left side. Rebound Boston. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model. Offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Pass to Wembanyama. And the layup's good off the glass.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Doncic finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Doncic. Basket good. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
From Kevin Durant.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Harden outside. Wembanyama left side. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
At the top of the key, Embiid. Giannis inside. Guarded by Harden. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Harden against Doncic. Poked away. Passes it to Jokic. A 3 from Wembanyama. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Zero hesitation from Wemby. Coming into the league, just trusting his jump shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Doncic against Harden. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. 76ers trailing. James outside. And there's the pass to Wembanyama. Back to James. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Zinkas is taken for... Nikola Jokic. So the Celtics called timeout there first. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where you're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for the Celtics. Banchero comes in for Kevin Durant. Doncic looking it over. Banchero outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of the scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Leonard, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Curry. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first with the 76ers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And Sean, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Outside Curry. Leonard, that's for 2. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Boston. He was a true standout at the offense.
The 76ers, 20.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
Irving is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Embiid, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen roll.
Halliburton against Irving. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Banchero. Leonard finagling one in close.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Mitchell kicks to Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Jokic is checked in.
And great ball handling and control on the move. A couple things that elevate Adebayo as a big man.
Embiid trying to break loose. And it's Banchero missing. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. trailing by 2. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. There's the drive, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now look, Mitchell has that rare combination of lightning and thunder. Like, he will blow by you quick, fast, and he will finish over your big.
Halliburton against Irving. Halliburton up top. Still scoreless. And Embiid with the block. Irving against Halliburton. Irving passes to Mitchell. And again, Boston with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And it's Jokic in the corner. It's stolen by Davis. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Irving up top. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 5. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down quick.
Timeout call, the 76ers. Right, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Nikola Jokic. Wembanyama. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Irving kicks to Mitchell. Back to Irving. To the paint. It's stolen by Adebayo. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Banchero. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the 76ers now. 9-point game. Wembanyama finds Halliburton.
And that's great defense. What Kyrie lacks in size, he makes up for it with quickness, instinct, and basketball IQ.
Mitchell looking it over. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness in it.
The 76ers trail by 11. To the inside. Stolen by Mitchell. It's the Celtics ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Irving against Leonard. Outside Irving to the paint. Pocket 6. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And And so it's Boston with it. Davis with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Philadelphia's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. All sorts of time. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Some changes for Boston. Giannis comes in for Joel Embiid, and Doncic is subbed in for Banchero. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Leonard, first personal foul, second team foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Doncic. He kicks to Davis.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. James comes in for Leonard. And it's Harden in for Halliburton. Irving passes to Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Great unselfish basketball from Irving in the pick and roll. That kind of passing can be contagious.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia.
2 minutes.
Pass to LeBron. James absorbing hits on the drive.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Here's Irving. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Outside for Curry. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. They trail by 11. Davis finds Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Harden.
It's going to be on James Harden. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Zinkas is checked in for Philadelphia.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Down low, it's Solomon to Kumbo. And it's Davis at the elbow. And Davis throws it down.
Look, you always want to see your big man run the floor. There is no questioning Davis's effort on these plays.
Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Back to Doncic. And stolen by LeBron. Fast break, Philadelphia. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Curry passes to Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they're...
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early lead. And
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points and 1 steal. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've got. They're providing major contributions, especially defensively. It's taking a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
And
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. Then it's James. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. Doncic against Curry. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 11. Outside Curry. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shoot.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Leonard with the steal. Outside, James. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. A finish. Giannis clean up the fast break.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
The putback can't hit the putback. Celtics leading by 12. 90 seconds now into the second half.
Philadelphia foul.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harden. 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Philadelphia Calls time. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Butler comes in for James Harden. And Halliburton subbed in for Stephen Curry.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Doncic against Halliburton. Doncic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Right side Durant. Rebound by the 76ers. Butler up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Kicks it out to LeBron. Butler deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Halliburton outside. Just 2 to shoot. That one goes. Count it. Wembanyama has got 4 this quarter.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up foul. Worth of draft. Picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks ordered by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Doncic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Doncic. Giannis dishes to Doncic. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Chase.
Have mercy.
The assist.
His handle might be an underrated part of James's game, totally throwing off the defender with that move.
Now a timeout called by Boston. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Paolo Banchero comes in for Kevin Durant. Mitchell, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Luka Doncic. The 76ers also with a sub. Porzingis is checked in. Mitchell passes to Embiid. Irving for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside Butler. Great defense that time from Banchero. Davis kicks to Irving. He takes it in, and there it is for him. Irving's got 6.
It's the focus and the execution by Kyrie, refusing to be deterred on that drive with an amazing finish.
A shot, and the shot is long. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Mitchell kicks to Irving. Drives to the hoop.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Mitchell against Halliburton. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston leading by 14. For three, Mitchell. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. On the wing, James. And Davis pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Wembanyama. Leonard comes in for James. And it's James Harden in for Butler. Harden, it's good.
Just an absolute master at creating separation. That is a nice move by Harden to free himself up.
It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass. Punishing the opposition.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Embiid. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Banchero. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Stephen Curry's checked in for Halliburton. Mitchell passes to Doncic. Back to Mitchell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 21 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he misses the fast break layup. The 76ers trail by 15. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes to Harden. Teardrop shot. Count it. Harden's got 6.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Boston, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their
56.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Celtics leading by 15. Doncic out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5.
Donovan Mitchell.
When the crowd gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Jokic inside. Davis is up. Inside is Jokic territory.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Leonard against Doncic. Kicks to Irving. Loads it up to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Great work by Davis in the screen roll. Good making himself a big target in these situations.
And stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Leonard against Doncic. Outside Irving. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Intelligent play by Kyrie. He knows the pick and roll gets him some better options.
Outside Curry. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From deep, Harden. Rebounded by the Celtics. Mitchell dishes to Irving. Back to Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And Philadelphia calls time. I'm here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Celtics making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Bronny's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Halliburton subbed in for Stephen Curry.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Now Irving. Outside, Davis. The rebound by Halliburton. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. The pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Davis. Mitchell outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Doncic kicks to Irving.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
And the dunk by James.
Oh, watch out. LeBron James on the break. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Celtics leading by 20.
Once again for Celtics Entertainment.
Outside Irving, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Halliburton against Irving. And it's Halliburton penetrating.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
And he makes that one. 26 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Jokic draws the double. Irving against Halliburton. Here's Jokic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists now in the game. The Celtics have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Pass to Williamson. Now here's Davis. Outside Irving. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Rebound, Boston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Mitchell dishes to Doncic. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world. I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Halliburton against Irving, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's LeBron. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
Meet your point. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Davis kicks to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell passes to Banchero. Drills it from outside.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
Halliburton drives in. Pass to LeBron. It's stolen by Banchero. Embiid inside, covered by LeBron. Back to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the rejection by James.
And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Good work there as it goes.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Mitchell finds Doncic. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
A beautiful pass. Doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Irving's checked in for Doncic. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Irving with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Passes it to Embiid. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Here's Harden. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Banchero finds Mitchell. Kicks it out to Banchero. Back to Mitchell. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers.
Oh, yes!
Assist from.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Nikola Jokic. Stephen
James
Curry.
kicks to Porzingis. Shoots over Embiid. That shot missing.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And so it's Boston East. All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson.
As always, crowd, thank you for coming out and cheering your squads on. We hope you can get home safely and can't wait.